Hey, good evening. Be there in a minute. Like I said, good evening. We're streaming for Extra Life, as always. Please do support us on there. There's the link from 2018 does not work anymore because it's a new page. I kind of just discovered that the other day. So I gotta make a new shortener for it, and I'll get that into the stream. But please do consider supporting us to benefit Children's Hospital Philadelphia. Again, last year we raised $185. Hopefully we can do more than that. That'd be great. So tonight we're going to play some Contra. I already kind of got the 30 live code in just so that we could get it done. And we're going to do a podcast about this game at some point in 2018. No, 2019. 2019. And, yeah, so let's get on with it. So, Contra was one of the first games I ever beat. I don't think it was first. But it was like second or third or something like that. And it's, like, pretty much held up. Although there's a couple things that I don't like about it now. That I'll kind of point out as we're going here. One of the things I don't like is enemies that shoot bullets like that are real white. They're kind of hard to see. On a larger screen TV, they kind of fade into the background a little bit. I've noticed that in a couple of other retro games in recent years. Where they kind of fade into the back. And this game is actually a good supplement to what is going to be our next podcast, which is Gunstar Heroes, which is made by some of the people that were involved with Contra, which makes perfect sense when you think about it. There we go. He's still hot. I am very sore from my workout today. I'm actually still wearing my long sleeve because I just kind of came home and I really wanted to eat. It was a run day and I was doing some other stuff too, and my shoulder's really sore. So one of the things that has definitely held up about this game is the variety of stages, although they are a little repetitive when you get to the second versions of some of them. But if I'm going from, side scroller to what is, I don't know what you would call it. This isn't really a top down level. It's like a faux 3D. It's not, Akari Warriors or whatever had came out of the arcades like this game did. And in fact, the arcade version of the game has been reissued on the PS4. And I don't know if it's on other systems, but I have it on the PS4. This game has really pretty blues and greens. You see that throughout the game. Great music, too. As most Konami games have. It's hard to think of a Konami game that has a bad soundtrack. The arcade version of this, actually, I don't know. I kind of don't. Oh crap! I kind of don't like it. It's very. I don't know. I never played it in the arcade, so I'm probably not the right person to comment. But it's very in the same way that the Haunted Castle Castlevania one is. It's very limiting. Yeah, you can't just, like, stand there. And of course, this, like so many other multiplayer games of the era, is way funner with two-player, of course. But that's okay. Oh, tea's still kind of hot. Yeah, we're a little late tonight by a couple minutes because I put the water in the pot and forgot to turn it on, so we had to wait for my tea to boil. Ah. Dun 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 dun. So hello people coming into the chat. Saw a couple people kind of come in and out. Yeah, so this is a little bit of a complication right there, but not too bad. This game isn't too hard. Like I said, this was one of the first games I ever beat. I don't think it was first. I want to say Zelda is probably Zelda, this, Castlevania 2, yeah, because Castlevania 2 was definitely pretty early in there. Yeah, see those blues? See how pretty that looks? Hold on a second. Puzzle? Hey! I'll be right back. Hey! What are you doing over there? Come here. You're trying to knock over all the mailers? That's what the stuff we got at eBay. You want to say hi to the stream? Say hi to everybody. Hi, everybody. Puzzle's been really good this week. He's been taking his meds, and he's been feeling a lot better. I gotta send a report to his vet this weekend, and the consensus of my opinion is that he is doing significantly better. Ah, crap. There we go. Yeah, we should be able to get through this. This was the game, when I beat it, I was playing 2-player with a friend of ours. If you listen to our episode about Metal Gear, I talked about him a little bit. And we were at my house, we were in my room. And we're playing 2-player. Which I still think is kind of the best way to do this. And, here, I'll pause. So, we're playing, we're at the end, and I remember I was up against the heart, I guess that is, of the alien, you know, shooting it, and he was clearing out the spiders, and he was sitting next to me, and I went like, yeah, yeah, and I hit the end of my controller, like, right in his forehead, which, you know, these plastic things, they hurt. And then I was just like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And my mother ran in, she's like, what happened? And I'm like, we beat Contra. And she's like, oh good. And I'm like, but I think he's hurt over here. And he was okay, but he was just like, ow, dude. Because I got so, like, hyped up that I almost caused some injuries. Oh, whoops. Oh. And you can't go in the water, because watch, yeah. I remember the first time I went through this right here. Because you're kind of walking for a little while, and I was just like, what's gonna be at the end here? Like, I kept thinking there was gonna be some big, like, trick. You know, actually, how there is in Contra 3, in that one level where the big robot comes out of the wall at you. Where it's like, oh, you think that the level's over, and then, here comes the real boss. Yeah, like in the white backgrounds there, it's kind of hard to see the shots. Like, look. And I think it's kind of worse on a big TV. Yeah, if you're playing this on something small, then, yeah, it's fine. I think. But yeah, look at that. So if they're shooting behind you, it's kind of hard to see. I hate laser. It always makes me think of the voice in Gradius that's like, laser! Yeah, Gradius is another game we gotta stream those Gradius games soon. Oops. Actually, yeah, I'd like to get rid of laser, actually. There we go. But we're gonna do a pod on Contra, probably just... I mean, we'll probably talk about the other games, but... I mean, primarily about this. This is very, very similar to a theme in Jackal. Jackal's another game we're going to do this year. I love Jackal so much. Oops. Forgot about that. Oh, shit. Alright. Down we go. I remember my first time through here, I used to get stuck right here, because I would hold down and then try to jump, and I'd end up falling down into the flame. I just couldn't, like, get my fingers to do it right. I remember getting really mad. Yeah, look at that green and blue. It looks so cool. Oops. Yeah, all that white and gray isn't great with the bullets. It definitely isn't. And then this was another one too, where it changed its colors and you're just like, what is about to happen? And you're gonna fight dude who looks like Shockwave, except he's colored like Unicron. dun, dun, dun. Oh, oops. You can't get up there, can you? Oh, nice. Thank you, partly coated wall. For being awesome. But yeah, we'll definitely talk about, you know, Super C and Contra Force. And Contra 3. And then there's a bunch of Contra games I've never played. Like, I've never played Contra Hardcore. I've never played the one on the Genesis. That's supposed to be really good. Yeah, we're at the end already. This level's got really cool music. I love all the, you know, the body horror stuff in this level. So cool. Like, what are those heads? They're disgusting. Oops. Jeez, come on. Here we go. And we beat Contra. Awesome theme music, end theme music too. Congrats, you destroyed the vile Red Falcon and saved the universe. Consider yourself a hero. Man, when I was growing up, I loved that consider yourself a hero line. Like, oh yeah, I guess I will consider myself a hero. Hell yeah. Yeah, this game's got a good, cool end theme. Super C does too. But we just blew through that in, I don't know, 20 minutes. So, some of the people who worked on this game went on to, as I was saying earlier, work on Gunstar Heroes. Which, makes a lot of sense once you know that. It definitely does. One of our first episodes this year is going to be about Gunstar Heroes. It's done, I think. I printed a draft of it to go over, and then after that's going to be Final Fantasy IX. So yeah, so you can just kind of keep playing if you really wanted to. So we had 8 lives left. That's not bad. The last time I played through this, which was actually pretty recently, a couple months ago, I was testing out my new TV. And this was kind of randomly the game I chose. I think I had like 2 left or something like that. So. And I don't think this is like any different. I think it's just back through the game. As far as I know. It's not like New Game Plus or something. But, Contra is, of course, another series that could desperately use an anthology collection. There's a ton of games you could put on it over a number of systems. And that might be what's hard about that. I don't know. You'd have to ask Digital Eclipse and people like that how that actually works, but you could put Contra Force, Super C, the arcade version, Contra 3, the Genesis game, Hardcore Contra. Is that the one that's on the PlayStation? Because there's a PlayStation one also. There might be a TurboGrafx, PC Engine one. Yeah. There's a couple Game Boy ones. You could do a nice set of stuff. I mean, Konami did they did the Castlevania with Rondo and Cynthia the Night, but I don't know. We'll see. So, yeah, as I said, we're going to wrap up early tonight. That was kind of why I picked Contra, because Wrestle Kingdom is tomorrow morning. It is in 7 hours. So, sometime in between all of this, I gotta sleep. And, I'm gonna probably wake up, because it actually starts at 4. The pre-show's at 3, but, the actual stuff's at 4. So I'm gonna wake up at, right at 4. And, just kind of plop down on the couch all morning. So Contra, how about that? This is a quick stream, but, it's a quick game. And, we're going to podcast this later in the year, for sure. Because this is, a super influential game. There's no doubt about it. And, donate to Extra Life. Check out the podcast. New podcast episodes coming soon. Gunstar, Final Fantasy IX, Super Pitfall, Phantasy Star 3. It's probably going to be Gunstar, FF9, Super Pitfall, Phantasy Star 3. I think that's going to be the order. And this month we're going to mostly take the month off. And we're also going to have our 50th episode, spectacular episode that's just needs to be recorded. I just haven't had a chance. So yeah, quick stream, but I got other stuff to do tonight. And make sure you go check out Greg Stewart's stream tonight. He's actually streaming Gunstar Heroes tonight, so this is synced up very nicely. Nice little segue over to Greg's, which is very cool. I'm often sitting around in his streams, although not the last couple nights. So, all right, cool. I'm gonna go set up for the rest of the night and go get ready. I have no idea who's. I mean, I guess if we're led to believe all we have about All Elite Wrestling, Tanahashi's gonna win, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm open to whatever happens tomorrow because I trust New Japan. So, all right, cool. Talk soon.